And then we cut to them in 2 beds in the hospital, holding hands, like the hospital beds, holding hands in the middle. And some nurse guy is reading the vows, and they're like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, Hal." You know, she does say it like that.
Great.
And it's very
Your impressions
sweet.
have gotten very, very good.
Thanks.
Might have to put you on the circus like a little monkey.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat? Well, yes, no, 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 maybe. Life is unfair.
Hello and welcome to Yes, No, Maybe. My name is Ryan.
My name is Willa.
We are brother and sister, and this is a rewatch podcast where we discuss, debate, and relate to the widely seen and criminally underappreciated 2000 sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. Today we're talking about an episode that aired on April 7th, 2002. What was going on in the world, you may ask? Well, some fallout from 9/11, which we're still
the buildings were still falling down.
We're still kind of we're still kind of navigating that fallout in our own contemporary
Right,
world.
2026.
So a lot of, in the immediate wake of that, there's a lot going on. You know.
I think it's pretty clear that for the next at least 3 seasons, we will discuss how recent 9/11 was.
Every episode. But in the entertainment world, the box office, David Fincher's Panic Room was in its second weekend, held the #1 spot, 18.2 million. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Panic Room?
No.
Jodie Foster.
I feel like I'm in a panic room every time we fucking record.
young Kristen Stewart, Jodie Foster, Jared Leto.
I could look that up.
It's an invasion thriller that takes place in like a brownstone in the West Village, or maybe
it's a New York movie?
Upper West
We should have
Side.
put it on our movie list.
True, except it takes place entirely in a panic room. They have this really nice house that has like a state-of-the-art panic room that closes, and it's like a metal whatever lock code, and then the house gets burglarized, and then Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart lock themselves in the panic room where all the money is, because there's like millions of dollars in there that the burglars are trying to steal. So the whole movie is the burglars like, how do we get them out of this panic room? Like, we'll put shit in the vents and we'll put shit under the door.
Oh my
And so
God,
it's
that's awesome. What a good concept.
Great movie. Jennifer Lopez.
Should we watch that and talk about that?
Play. Jennifer Lopez's "Ain't It Funny" was the #1 song in the U.S. that week.
I saw that on last week's Fun Facts and didn't say it because it wasn't important or
It
relevant.
was. I think that what's topping the charts is the thing that people want to hear. Like, for example, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, it opened in limited release.
Great movie.
And it opened up pretty well, but then it's going to have a slow burn summer. It's going to make it one of the highest grossing movies of the summer.
Yep.
And one of the highest, grossing movies of that genre.
Yeah, of all time.
Phenomenon.
It's an amazing movie.
Great movie.
Why don't you sing a little bit of Ain't It Funny?
I don't know how that goes.
Exactly.
I know that Danny Brown, "Ain't It Funny."
What's that?
I'm not going to sing it.
Ryan's so shy, but he was in the San Francisco Boys Chorus growing up. He had a voice like an angel.
More than
before-
500,000 people
before
marched in
puberty hit.
Caracas, Venezuela, protesting the government.
See, you said Ryan took over the kind of what in the world's happening thing.
I'm going way faster. You're like, let me see here. And then you start to read the whole thing.
Well, when I edit it, it'll be like bing, bang, boom.
Well, I'm going bullet points. I'm going faster. Anyway, so that's what's going on April 7th, 2002.
Just after April Fools.
Today we're talking...
Hold your loved ones close.
Today we're talking about episode 17, I think, of season 3. It's called Dewey's Dog. A little alliteration for the audience here.
Little alliteration, a little bit of an repetition, I said, because Dewey himself, Dewey's such a dog. And so Dewey's dog, it's like, what are we even saying?
Okay,
Dewey,
yeah,
you could add an apostrophe, no, take away an apostrophe, Dewey is dog.
Dewey's Dog. Yeah, sure.
And then flip dog around. What happens there?
Dog is Dewey.
No.
What?
Dewey is God.
Oh.
I think that's what he was really getting at when he titled this episode.
When he said
It's
Dewey's
just
Dog.
a theory.
Well, who titled this episode, you should ask? Nobody in particular, just the best 2-timing team in the whole world. Michael Glouberman and Andrew Orenstein.
Bro.
Just a tag team, just, punching up, shooting down, shooting the shit. What up, Glauby? What up, Orenstein? That's that kind of rapport they have going on in the writer's room, I'm sure.
It's a Glauberstein episode,
Yeah,
folks.
it is.
It's a Glauberstein.
It's Glauberstein, and it's directed by Bob Stevens. I'm
Yep.
sure he's directed ones in the past. And the name, we've only started really paying attention to the directors recently and making fun little
Do you
nicknames
want to
for
check
them.
what episodes he's directed? Because I
Yeah.
am curious. He is a fun guy. We noticed a lot of...
vamp a little bit here,
Yeah,
Willa.
here we go. Wow. We noticed a couple continuity things in the episode that we'll touch on, but even with these little visual things that we noticed, but even with that, so I started calling him Sloppy Stevens, but even so, a fantastic episode.
Well,
that
good directing, too.
Great, well directed episode, and so even it's like that stuff where people point out little editing fudges that Martin Scorsese's editor Edith, is it Edith?
Thelma Schumacher.
Thelma Schumacher, that's what I meant, does, but it doesn't even matter because the edit's so good.
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah,
does
like in The
things.
Departed, yeah.
Exactly. She'll like leave things in, and it doesn't matter because the editing works.
Yeah, like Jack Nicholson will have a cigarette in his mouth in one shot, and then the next shot he just won't have it in his mouth, but it doesn't even matter.
But who cares because it's such a fucking great piece of work.
Yep.
That's like Sloppy Stevens. So sloppy you love it.
I think we need to backtrack because I don't think this is. I mean, you saying Sloppy Stevens makes it seem like he did a sloppy job. I don't think he did.
Well, I think he slapdashed it together in a brilliant way
Why do you even say that?
because we saw somebody in the window.
Oh, who
We
cares? That happens all the time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, but in this episode, maybe more than others, I noticed things, but I don't even care.
Well, those first of all were because of the widescreen. We can see.
I don't
those.
know if that's true.
The table and the Lucky Aid, 100%. Maybe the
Well, the Lucky Aid one, she was pretty far in.
the Lucky Aid. No, they're fully to the left of the frame.
Okay.
You can see crew members on the left side of the Lucky Aid exterior shot. Those
That sentence alone is hilarious.
well, but those things you wouldn't be able to see on
The
broadcast.
window reflection
and the
you could have
mirror
seen.
thing, and the reflection. Who cares? I mean, you
No,
had
I
to really
don't
look.
care. I'm saying I don't care. It's a testament.
I just don't think you should call him Sloppy Stevens. That's very mean.
It's pretty mean.
He might be listening to the episode. I think he did a great job.
You did a great job. Well, I need to come up with a nickname for him. But
Yeah,
that
well,
one's
why don't
kinda
you
cute.
just come in an insult for him then?
Smart. Smarty Stevens.
Smarty Stevens. He's written 3 episodes of the show.
Written or directed?
Written. Convention, Krellboy Girl, and Houseboat.
Great episodes.
Great episodes. And he's directed a little episode called Dewey's Dog, and that's it.
This is his only.
He said, I have a story to tell.
He said, "Boy, I did a sloppy job." On that.
No, but
No,
stop,
he
stop.
did it.
Cut
I
that.
love,
We're
I
cutting
love
that.
it. I love it.
We're cutting because he might listen to the episode.
Well, can't people understand my?
Well, we're cutting this. It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want.
Well, we'll see who edits it. I edited the episode, so I left it in. Bob, you're not sloppy. You're a goddamn genius. But I talk about it so much that I kind of needed to leave it in for the episode to make sense. So, love you. Bye.
He had one episode he directed. I mean, when he saw this script and he goes, I know how to tell this story.
He's
I
like,
have a dog.
yes.
I've been to Alaska. I've been sick with my wife before. He locked into all these things. He didn't even write the script. He saw it. He said, I might as well have written this. This is a story I was born to tell.
Wow.
And he hopped behind the camera. He said action, and the rest is history.
That's amazing that he has written so many great ones and then came in and directed it. I wonder who he is. I would love to meet him someday and maybe shake his hand.
Sure. Apologize for calling him Sloppy Stevens.
I will. I'll go to my grave.
Really, I think this is a standout episode of the season.
Yeah, it's
I gotta
fantastic.
say.
You remembered this very well. What do you recall? Like, do other memories surface for you when you think about this episode?
Yeah, I liked the dog. I've always liked dogs.
Sure.
But there's certain the things that stick out in my mind are very visceral things, and like sometimes like textures, like when he's eating the pork roast on the table.
Yeah.
And the candle,
roast beef, sure.
yeah.
And the waxy candle,
waxy candle, and the meat, and then Craig throwing up in the limo. There's just a lot of like sensory things, yeah, that I like that stick out to me a lot in this episode, and a lot of lines. I don't know. I do feel like because we were watching on TiVo, so on some level it was sort of like which ones recorded, what got aired, but
right.
I must have watched ones more than often than others. Like, some I imagine I would watch multiple times in the same day. I have to imagine.
I have to imagine.
Dude,
Didn't
well,
have much
it
else
was
going
fun.
on.
With TiVo, it was funny because it was like
Yeah.
you record Malcolm in the Middle, like you let it know, like, hey, whenever there's Malcolm in the Middle on this channel, give it to me. Record it.
Keep
but
that
then
shit.
it's like, so in the morning you go and you open TiVo and you kind of like check your net for what fishies you caught because you're
Whoa.
like, you're sort of like, oh, what episodes do I have now?
Yeah,
It's not in order. They're completely random.
That's
You're
true.
just kind of being like, okay, what did I get this time? And so I
Bum,
watched it
bum.
completely out of order. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
Ba-doop. Bong. Dong.
Yeah.
Those are some TiVo noises.
So yeah, I mean that was kind of a fun thing. It was like a surprise every time.
Yeah, and when you would
and
see
I
the
really-
name of an episode you hadn't seen, you'd be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I really watched this show completely out of order
Yeah,
the first
same.
couple times. I must have watched it. I have memory of on my Xbox 360, the Netflix app. I think and I would watch. Then I started to watch it in order. I think.
Oh, interesting.
I
When
was-
Netflix went to
Xbox 360. Yeah, I remember watching it like all night.
that's really cool. I think I probably was at a party, but that's really cool.
This episode stands out.
Yep.
So the cold open, Malcolm is in his living room watching TV, and
Not TiVo.
no, I don't think
They're
so.
too broke for that.
Yeah. And he's watching. We don't see the screen, but it's retina reattachment surgery. I don't know why that's broadcast on television, but
Yeah.
maybe it's a tape that he puts in.
Sure.
And
Let's just make up theories, fan theories. Sure, that's what we do on this show. Come
that is what
on.
we- that is- we do that every episode.
Oh, come on.
It sounds horrible, you know. And then Hal comes over and he's like, "Oh, what are you watching?" And then he sits down, and Hal's like, "Oh," because Hal's kind of, you know,
He's squeamish.
He's squeamish. That's the
He
word.
gets freaked out, and his obviously the amazing face, the facting of Hal Cranston. Oops, Bryan Cranston.
You are all over the place.
Face acting. Yeah. guess that's
Hal's
just
like,
acting.
Hal's like, "Can we change the channel?" And Malcolm's like, "No, come on, I might want to be a doctor one day."
Yeah,
and
interesting.
And then Hal eventually, well, he's making that up.
I know.
I know. And then Hal's like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go read a book. Good for you, first of all." And then Hal gets up and walks away. And then Malcolm changes the channel, and he goes, and it sounds like, you know, something more sultry.
Yes.
And then Malcolm turns to the camera and he goes, "What? I'm gonna watch the lingerie calendar shoot with my dad." Mm-hmm. I mean, he's just getting horny on his couch watching lingerie.
Icky beats the heat in a red chiffon teddy.
You don't want to watch a lingerie calendar shoot with your dad.
Alexandra.
Yeah, last episode they got a laptop. I mean, did it have access to the internet? We're not sure, but the internet would ruin these kids' lives.
Yeah.
They must reckon with the internet in the show. I actually can't remember.
Don't
but
think they really do.
there's got to be an episode.
No,
about
remember,
it.
I think that was something that I think Alex Reed spoke to the fact that they wanted it to be a bit more like it could be at any time, a bit more like it's a little bit just, you know, it could be anybody's home. It could be anybody's, a little timeless. And so they really wouldn't talk about modern events, and they wouldn't talk about sports teams, and they wouldn't talk about kind of tech like that. I don't think they would. I mean, obviously this was also a time when tech was kind of becoming more of a part of people's childhoods. And also, and Linwood certainly didn't grow up with that old head.
Yeah, he grew up in the damn Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think.
Gotcha, Linwood.
I think Bobo the Stegosaurus was his ride to school. That's so stupid. Love you, Linwood. You're looking great.
Looking great.
First of
Really
all.
does look great these
Really
days.
looks really good. Sorry, I got distracted. No, but it's weird. He's getting horny on the couch. I mean, I used to just flip through the channels until I found reading the guide title of different TV shows, like just the little description, to find anything remotely sexual and just watch it for as long as and like trying to find something sexual.
Really?
Really crazy. I watched a lot of 2.5 Men because it would be like I don't remember their names, but like Rodney goes on a frisky date, and I just like watch the episode just to see if I could find
They
something
can't
sexy.
show nudity on network TV,
They'll be
can
like making out or something. I'd be like, I would literally do that.
So sad.
So disgusting.
So
And we
sad.
had the internet,
Yeah.
but it was more the hunt. Hey, Mom.
A little overview. Dewey gets a dog. You can work that one out for yourself by looking at the title. His name's Marshmallow. Cute dog. What kind of dog is he?
Bro, that's a really good question.
Okay,
I think he's
moving
some sort of mutt. He's a sturdy fucking dog.
Yeah, he is stocky.
If I took a push to him, he stay up. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that kind of dog.
Yeah.
Definitely stinks good. Got a big slopping mouth that kind of probably drools, but he looks pretty clean to me.
Okay.
I love him. I
Yeah,
love
he's
how
a great
big
dog.
his mouth is, his face is, and he just seems. God, he seems lovely.
Yeah, he does feel like a good dog.
Mm-hmm.
So Dewey gets a dog and sort of becomes powerful because this dog becomes his protector, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually runs away chasing Craig, who probably killed him or hurt him very
I
badly.
imagine so.
The B plot, Hal calls Lois a guy early on in the episode. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "See you, guy. Bye, guy." Which, who even says that to men, right?
know.
Like, bye, guy.
Bye, guy.
Yeah, that's not
Unless you're pointing at a Bushwick man walking down the street. Bye, guy.
funny.
Thank you.
Pretty good. But yeah, he like gets his packed lunch. He goes, "Bye, guy." And he's
You wanna
like,
say it
"Did
one
I
more
just
time?"
call you Guy?" And then it becomes basically him trying to. They want to do something loving for each other. Take
They're
each other on
scared they've
dates.
lost the spark because
Yeah.
he just called her a guy.
Yeah.
Dry cleaner, mechanic, and post office. You're doing groceries and DMV, right?
Right.
Got the cable bill? Great. Bye, guy. Did I just say bye, guy, to you?
I'm pretty sure you did.
But they ultimately both get sick by Craig, who's very sick at the Lucky 8, and they're trying to keep their sickness from each other. It's very sweet.
It is sweet. And also potentially just a little bit of Hal being scared of him being attracted to men, potentially,
Sure,
and
I
trying
thought
to
about
avoid
that,
that.
the guy of it
yeah,
all.
a little bit of the guy of it all. And we
Yeah.
know his famous reaction to Eric's dad's. He's got a little bit of
Doth
internalized
protest too much.
homophobia in him. But
Interesting,
anyway,
interesting. And then in C plot, good Alaska storyline here. Pretty good. Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Wow, you backed off real
well,
quick.
there's
No,
not
I think
too,
it's
there's
great.
not too much to it. But
No, but it's great to see Spangler again.
Yeah,
Is that
well,
what
yeah.
you alluded to when we first started watching the episode? You're like, there's something in this you're
the
going to
last
like.
appearance of Spangler.
Really?
Yeah. Francis and Eric are up in Alaska, and Spangler's back basically for revenge on Francis because there's been a lawsuit and he lost the school, he lost everything.
He comes and tries to choke out Francis. It's pretty sad to see your heroes fall far. Car.
What? So let's get into it, folks. In the very beginning of the episode, they're getting their lunches. This is moments before Hal calls Lois Guy, but the boys are picking up their lunches, and Reese takes some stuff from Dewey's lunchbox, and he puts a potato into Dewey's lunchbox.
Yep.
Sort of, this is Glouberman and Orenstein, very deftly, I should add, planting the seeds that Dewey is not respected, and these guys
disrespect,
the
yeah.
disrespect. Sure, in other
Oh,
words.
sorry. I don't know why.
Sure, no, that's a good
really-
synonym for that. Yeah. Really glad we have
Well,
two
really,
people on this
it's the
podcast.
same word.
Yeah, it's the same word. It's not really a synonym.
Cinnamon.
And so he's getting shit on. And Dewey is walking down the street alone. I don't really know why he's alone. I can't remember, but he finds a.
Well, he's running after them in the alleyway. He's kind of like, wait up. And we
Really?
see the camera. Yeah.
Oh, they
he's-
run by the camera?
No, they don't. It opens on Dewey going, hey, guys, wait up. And then we see where he's looking. No one's there. Like, as if they're so far ahead of him. I wonder, they just sprinted.
They sprinted away.
That's funny to imagine. Let me think about that.
And he finds this dog. He names it Marshmallow. He has some bologna. He starts to sleep with the dog. It's very cute. He sleeps outside with him. Looks comfy.
Yeah.
That's another thing I remembered. So yeah, the dog stays outside his house. He feeds him bologna
Yeah,
from
he
under his
keeps
bed.
bologna in his bed.
And then
Nice.
Dewey jumps out of the room and lays on the dog as a pillow outside.
Yeah.
Always remembered that. I bet the air is warm. I bet the dog is very comfy.
You could just drift off into a dreamless sleep. Do you think a dreamless sleep is better than a dreamful sleep? Does it mean you're resting deeper
I don't think
in
so.
your mind?
I don't think so.
Because sometimes I think in novels and stuff, they say dreamless sleep to indicate like it was just you're just so out.
Or you're exhausted and
Yeah. I mean, I imagine.
Have you ever gone to bed
No.
and woken up immediately after, like you don't remember sleeping at all?
Yeah,
that happened
that's
to me one
kind
time.
of. I think that would be like a dreamless sleep.
No, but I mean,
It
like,
would.
yeah, but still, sometimes you can. Dreams aren't the only measurement of time passed in dreams.
What are you
And
experiencing?
sleeping. Well, sometimes when I sleep, I'm like, I like can you kind of know you were asleep for a long time, even if you don't remember it.
But what do you think is the measure of that?
I had one situation where I was at a camp, and I was in bed, and I was sitting up in my bed. And like really tired. I was like, for some reason, hugging my knee, like my arm was around my knee. And I closed my eyes and opened them, and it was the morning, and my arm was still around my knee.
Oh, your knee must have hurt so bad
I
when
guess
you
so,
extended
but I
it.
was like, it was like time passed in a second the whole night.
Yeah. That's interesting. You kind of view sleeping a bit differently than me, I think. For me, it's kind of a battle. No, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I told you the other day about how I fell asleep one time just sitting up on the couch. Like, I came home and Leo was like, "Where the hell are you?" And he came upstairs and I was like, "Babe," I was like sitting up.
Such a
That one, I think I remember like just kind of eyes closed, eyes open with Leo waking me up.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy, but I bet Dewey had a nice stinky sleep. I bet he stinked good when he came
Why
back
do you keep
in.
saying good?
Because I don't mind a little bit of stink.
Ew.
And
We're good. I don't like that.
Just because you don't like something about me doesn't mean we have to cut
You
it.
keep saying stink good. It's weird.
I guess it's just how I quantify the amount of stink, like a good amount of stink.
No, it's weird.
It's moral. I guess I'm applying a moral
It's
judgment
weird.
on
It's weird.
Well, you don't have to keep saying that.
Reese and Malcolm find the dog. They open the door and there's a dog in there. Why aren't they excited about this? I mean, Reese and Malcolm are being total fucking assholes.
The
this
entire episode, you were just like, "Fuck those boys! They're being so mean. Screw those boys," which is true. They're really cruel to Dewey the entire episode.
Yeah, they're super cruel, and they're waiting to get him in trouble.
Yeah, they keep being like, "When are we going to tell mom and dad?"
They appreciate having a big dog, a big stinky dog. I mean, you'd think they would like it.
No, I think that they think. I mean, they're just like, "That's Dewey's dog. That's not ours," and they enjoy bringing pain to each other so much. I mean, it's sad to see, but it's the show that we decided to watch.
You know, this is completely off topic, but well, it's sort of. It still has to do with Malcolm in the Middle. I was re-listening to our episode where we talked about the rat killing. And I think I now agree with you that rat didn't chew through the stool.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. For some reason,
you heard it here first, folks.
For some reason, at the time, I couldn't imagine what you were talking about. And I still think it's weird that he went up to chew the stool. Why make the rat go and chew the stool? Think about a rat direction. You're like, okay, we need to direct the rat to do something. Why make it go chew the wood?
Because
I know it needed to
stay
get there, but it's a weird specific thing. Rats don't chew wood.
They would if they were trying to get to something or kill a man. I mean, I think he started nibbling it and it was coincident. Like, that's what I said.
So wait. You think he's nibbling at the chair to get to Reese? So you think he's trying to break the chair?
It wasn't Reese. It was Francis.
You think he's trying to break the chair then?
No, I think he was. I think I think he was attacking him, and the idea kind of was that he was going after the thing to maybe eventually it would break, but it didn't cause the break.
So you think the rat was trying to break the chair, but the chair broke independent of the rat biting it?
Yeah. I mean, there's many such cases in history where one person...
now I'm not so sure because this complicates it now that you think the rat was trying to break the chair.
I don't think...
This is from a couple episodes ago. We're talking about that episode where Francis is a rat hunter.
I wish this didn't fill my head every night and I had to think about it every night.
Anyway, back to this episode. Reese, so actually now I'm conflicted again. I'm not sure. Tune in or, chime in, guys, with your answers. So Reese and Malcolm are trying to get him in trouble. I mean, not cool.
Yeah, I wish that they were excited about the prospect of having a dog. It seems like just the kind of dog both those boys would like. It seems just the kind of dog any kid would like. I think it's a fantastic dog.
It is a good dog.
I love it. They come in and Dewey's like, he's not a dog. He's just pretend.
Yeah,
tough.
That's funny. So they're trying to find the best time to get him in trouble. And
then
meanwhile, Hal and Lois are doing a fancy dinner in the living room because one of their things to get closer to each other.
Yeah, because Hal's first attempt to woo Lois and kind of get back their spark was going to her work with a boombox, being like, "Hey, I'm taking you on a special date tonight. I know you get off early," but then she had to cover for sick old Craig, who looks a lot like Mr. Rudolph, one of Santa's lead reindeer because of his red nose. He's sick, and Hal, good guy that he is, kind of says, "Oh, don't worry about it, Lois. It's all right." And he takes Craig home, and we see that he had hired a limo. He'd hired a violinist, had champagne. Ryan was so adamant that Craig was going to vomit into the ice bucket that the champagne was in.
Well, we don't see it.
Lo and behold, he vomits.
We don't know.
Assumedly on, stop it, give it up, on Hal's lap.
God, now I feel awful.
Don't worry about it, Craig. It's not your fault.
No, I really feel awful.
Now Hal and Lois are having this fancy dinner, and Reese and Malcolm decide to, let's fuck with young Dewey. They open the bedroom. They open the bedroom door. The Marshmallow runs out, jumps onto the table, while Hal and Lois are in the other room. And the dog scarfs down the roast beef, eats the candle, all the potatoes.
Cooked, I want to say, I might add, by Reese. We get another instance of Reese chefing it up and saying, "Mom, my roast beef is perfect." Like, he's just... It does make me yearn for him being a chef in the revival. It's fine.
So Marshmallow's chewing up all the stuff on the table. Dewey's like...
Much like the rat chopped up...
the chair.
Chewed up the chair.
Dewey's like, "Marshmallow, hide." Marshmallow runs away. Dewey jumps onto the table and pretends he's the one that's eating all this stuff on the table.
Like an animal. Like, imagine how Ryan eats his food. Like, he does
like
that.
And then Hal and Lois come in, and so he takes the fall for it.
don't understand it. An entire roast with your bare hands.
Hal's disgusted that and kind of impressed and surprised that he ate the
think it's
beef,
more
the
horror.
potatoes, the candles.
A stick of
This
butter.
is the stick of butter. This is the thing that sticks in my mind. Hal's like, okay, that's it, Dewey. Let's go to get your stomach pumped. And he picks him
Yeah.
up. And I remember being like, the sheer conviction that Dewey must have to keep that dog in order
Yeah.
to willingly get his stomach pumped. Yeah.
And as a kid, you don't really know what that is. You assume it means getting out the contents with some sort of pump. I mean, I just,
It is.
yeah,
You don't know what it means still.
I mean, we can only assume. Well, I hadn't heard, I feel like at that age, we hadn't heard about it until people started drinking.
In high school,
You know what I
in
mean?
the freshman year of high school and stuff, you'd hear about somebody that couldn't handle their alcohol and that had to go get their stomach pumped. It's such a gross
It's
way to put it.
Horrific, but it's right there. Stomach pump. Yeah, they pump it out. It's just, ugh. And Dewey, ugh, poor boy.
Useless.
Yeah, I know. And they find in
Yeah, I
his
know.
stomach, yeah, I know. But they find in Dewey's stomach marbles. They find army men. They find an elastic waistband of underwear. And Dewey's like, don't ask.
Yeah, I won't, pal. That sounds
That's
horrifying.
fine with me. Dewey gives Eric Pear Sullivan gives a fantastic performance this episode. The heart, the love for the dog, the conviction, the evil turn, which we're about to get into.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Eric, I know you want to study Victorian literature, but look at what you've done. Look at what you and Bob Stevens can do
Look
together.
upon, yeah, you and Bob. That's why he didn't come back, because like if Bob's not involved, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob got the best fucking performance out of me my whole life.
Well, I'm out of here. Back at 10? Sounds good. Dewey, you and your dopey dog are on your own for an hour or two.
Nope.
What are you talking about? Did something happen to the dog?
Oh, he's fine. He's just busy destroying your comic book collection.
So Dewey's back from the hospital, and Reese and Malcolm are still on their kind of fuck you Dewey vibe. And the tables turn when they're like, "Where's Marshmallow?" or whatever, and Dewey's like, "He's in your bedroom eating your comics." They run in there. He's tearing up their comics.
Yeah.
Dewey has domesticated the power of Marshmallow such that now he's his personal bodyguard. And thus begins the status quo shift in the episode, where now Dewey is the sort of fascistic leader, and Marshmallow, Marshmallow,
Marshmallow.
is
Or Marshmallow.
yeah, sure, Mao, is his
Meow.
is his muscle.
Good job.
If it was a
a
cat
cat.
that was a fascist, it would be
Meow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So-
I'm glad we arrived on that.
One thing I just want to point out, I love the way that Eric Pear Sullivan Dewey, like, he does this breathing in thing. He goes like, and I'm so, I don't exactly know how to do it. I'm working on my Dewey. I've been working on it for years, and it's never took. But he's like, and all the times that you upset
Yeah,
me.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
he has this little breath before he talks, and it's so cute. And he kind of did that. He was like, no more purple nurples, no more stink hats.
Yeah, stink hats.
I mean, stink hat feels pretty clear what that would be.
Farting on their head.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
I think so.
Ever since the day I was born, you guys have been torturing me. I remember you trying to switch me for another baby at the park. I remember you telling me the Tooth Fairy was a vampire.
So he chews up the comics, and then they're backed up against the door, all scared.
Yep.
Dewey's like, "Sit." Marshmallow doesn't sit. Dewey's like, and then Dewey looks to Malcolm Reese. He's like, "I was talking to you."
Yep.
Badass line.
Badass.
They sit on
we
the
had
ground.
to pause and go. We nod and we go, respect.
They sit on the ground, and then thus begins Dewey's torture. What he does to them, I mean, this is worth unpacking. What he does to them is have them write an essay about all the reasons they love Dewey.
Yeah, why Dewey
Long
is
essay.
amazing.
It gets at this sort of thing, and we've seen this in the past. We've seen this in the episode where Francis makes the boys fight over the wrestling ticket, where he makes them do the happy dance, and he makes them be his servant. There's something that these boys specifically like about the other person swearing their
Fealty, allegiance.
to the other. It's like, one, I guess it feels good to them, but it's like embarrassing to I think that's what it mostly is. It's embarrassing for the other person to admit that they like the other brother, and that's where
You think there's...
I think it's more of punishment for them than gratification for the receiver.
Oh, okay. So you're focusing on like the love thing, the like, oh, right, about how great I am. Or
Yeah, well, there's that.
because I think also what they're doing is mimicking their mother a little bit and being like, oh, you have to do these punishments like the punishments that Lois does to us. when we misbehave.
I don't see it that way.
A little bit. I think that's in there. Honestly,
Yeah, what about when
certainly.
he dresses them up as princesses?
Well, it's like how Lois would dress them as babies.
No, she didn't.
No, just dress them for the day.
Okay.
No, the princess thing is sheer embarrassment. But or he's dabbling in makeup artistry.
I wonder who did the makeup because it's pretty good. He makes them dress up like little pretty.
Yeah, that shows the kind of women.
Well, I mean, it's impressive. He dresses them up as pretty little princesses with a full face of makeup and a tiara and dresses that fit them.
Yeah,
they
where did
obviously
they
own
get-
them, and then they have one for Craig, which.
I shudder to think once again.
But yeah, he humiliates them. Craig comes over with a pair of pants or something. What's he holding?
Yeah, Oh, I bet you know what it is.
He threw open his pants. He threw open Hal's pants.
And
Hal took his pants off.
no,
Oh.
well, yes, assumedly, and
And
Craig had them dry cleaned for him.
obviously, that's
Well,
what
you
I
didn't
meant.
finish the song. You were right there. If I was your coach, I would unsign you.
Unsign. So Craig walks in and sees what happens, and then Reese and Malcolm are like, "Help us!"
Yeah,
Dewey
please.
locks the door, and he
Amazing.
looks at Craig, and goes, "I'm sorry you had to see that." He says it like that.
You love his handwriting. It's so good.
I'm sorry you had to see this.
And then it's like cut to they're all dressed as princesses, and Craig is singing like they're going like, and that's the reason why Dewey's
It's a really good
fantastic.
song.
Why Dewey is king.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
It's really.
We'll play it here.
We're stinky and evil, we're dumb and sarcastic, while Dewey in contrast is super fantastic. That's why Dewey is king.
Why Dewey is king.
Wow.
Bravo! Yeah, and Craig's like the three of them. I mean, Dewey has to go get something. He's gonna make them all do haircuts to each other of the Stooges, the three Stooges. So he leaves the room.
And Craig goes, "I call Mo."
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, Mo is the more handsome. And then, they're like, okay, we all just need to run different directions. And like, he's going to get one of us, but the others will escape and get help. And Craig's like, yeah, I can't sing anymore, which I love. Yeah, but.
And so there's a countdown. On 3, we'll all scatter. 1, 2, 3. It's just Craig. Genius.
Genius
And they're
move.
synced up. Their heads, their brains.
Their heads. I think Reese and Malcolm really are just like 1, 2, like, I love you. They understand each other.
So Craig runs out of the house and Marshmallow chases him. Probably tore his fat ass to pieces, I'm sorry to say.
He was probably unrecognizable for a few weeks.
Marshmallow chases him out. Yeah, I'm sure he absolutely
I mean,
wrecked him.
Marshmallow's gone. You think
Yeah.
he got his fill and he was satiated? Or
I
do you
think that
think
he bit up Craig so much that they had to put down Marshmallow. Probably what happened. Seriously. Or
Seriously.
a neighbor came out with like a BB gun because Craig was getting mauled.
I don't think a BB gun could take that thing out.
Okay, real gun, shotgun.
Yeah. Hit
Marshmallow.
nicks Craig a little
Dewey
bit.
goes outside. Where's Marshmallow?
Sorry.
My roommate's asleep.
He's asleep?
No, probably not. Well, maybe.
Maybe. Respect.
Craig's a good guy. He always comes through for us.
Dewey is fallen, and Dewey is defenseless, and he comes out with rusty gardening shears, which is a horrifying thought. And then it's time for him to get his comeuppance, which Reese and Malcolm do. They make him drink water out of a bowl.
They treat him like a dog.
They treat him like a dog. They put a leash on him, and they imply that they're going to go outside for Dewey to go poop outside in the yard with a leash on.
It's really tough. So they make him eat 2 cans of dog food.
I mean,
have you ever eaten any dog food?
No.
I think we used to try dog biscuits, I think.
Yeah, one time I accidentally ate one.
For fun? Or accidentally because you thought it looked like a good cookie?
No, we were at Grandma's house and we were surprising Mom because she was arriving at Bainbridge. And we were all hiding behind the door. We made a cake or something. And I was next to Newman and I was holding a dog treat for him. And then
This doesn't sound like an accident at all.
Mom drove down the driveway. She finally got there after we were waiting forever. Like, she's here. And I was so excited that I was like,
It's not an accident, even a little bit. I was so excited I accidentally.
no, but it was like compulsive for some reason. I was like,
Yeah, because you're a good little doggy. You have to eat your treat when the surprise is happening.
I don't know if I
And then
swallowed
did
it.
Newman come after your mouth?
No.
That'd be awesome. Newman was so scary.
Newman was cute.
Newman was scary.
Okay.
Our grandparents had like a succession of rat terriers, and they're kind of scary dogs. I mean, they want to kill rats, so I'm assuming they didn't like you.
I like Newman.
You always pretend like you like things that aren't real. We don't have to
think
get
I
into
don't
it
like
right now.
Newman?
Yeah, I don't think you like Newman. I don't think you like a Hall. I don't.
Hall's a teacher.
Anyway.
You think I don't like a Hall?
I think you like to be like this person. They're great.
I would talk to him about movies at lunch every single lunch. He'd see every movie. We talk about poker. He was a cool guy.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I never had him as a teacher.
Oh well, that.
You were like, he ruined my math education, you fucking nerd. He was such a bad math teacher. Oh, sorry. He was a cool guy in a fucking school full of squares.
Remember he came up with an idea for stand-up.
It was not the worst idea ever.
Cardboard cutouts of
like
favorite
posters.
of celebrities.
So it'd be like Ronaldo holding up his hand to the camera. Like that's the cutout, so you can high five him.
Yeah. I just think it doesn't have legs.
No.
I mean, imagine.
No, it has hands.
Yay! But anyway, so yeah, Dewey gets effed up. I mean, it gets a little kinky there with the dog stuff. I didn't love that. These are kids. I mean, come on, Bob. Bob, Glouberman, Orenstein. Shame on you.
You're all culprits. Okay, let's go through Hal and Lois's.
Lovely storyline.
So, they're sick. We can catch it up there. They go to dinner, and they're both very, very ill.
At this point, at first, we think it's just Hal who's ill. He's really sweating a lot. He's vomiting outside before he comes in, and he's playing it up so well. He's just like, your chariot awaits.
He really does seem sick, though. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, ugh.
It's disgusting.
Sweating. He, every time he gets away from her. I mean,
he's just, shuddering.
Please, could you turn the air conditioning 10 to 15 degrees colder? Okay.
Hal, what are you up to?
I'll never tell.
And then we find out in a good reveal that Lois is also very sick. Gives the waiter $20 to go buy cold medicine. That always kind of struck me too as just a pathetic thing. That's gonna help that much.
She's like, go get cold medicine, feed it to me in a champagne glass. It's awesome.
It's very sweet though. They're pretending to be okay for the other person, It's
because they each don't get that much of an opportunity to go on a date, I feel like also. And that they know that they need something in their relationship. Like they need a little moment together, some lovey time.
We should also say, just because it's important for later, when Hal's in the limo earlier leaving Lucky Aid with Craig, we find out that he was going to read his vows to Lois because Lois went into labor at the altar, and so, which we've seen in the flashback. So he never got to read the vows, so he's going to do it then. Very romantic.
And
anyway, now we're back at dinner.
Paper of his
and they're
vows.
both sick, and they both decide. They're drinking wine too.
Yeah, champagne. It looks like,
Oh, I
ugh.
just fucking throw up.
I know.
They get up to go dance. And they're slow dancing.
Well, their food arrives and both of them are like, oh, God.
Yeah. She recommends the oysters. It's funny that she recommends that even though she's sick.
Well, it's probably the lady doth protest too much kind of shit, I'm pretending.
They get up to dance. This is the kind of, for some reason, establishment where you're all sitting in a seated dinner and you can just get up and start dancing.
It's kind of like a wedding.
Like a ball. Yeah.
Wedding vibes.
Yeah.
I've never seen that ever in my life, and I wish it existed.
Seems kind of easy to dine and dash. You dance toward the
Dine
exit.
and dance.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Anyway, so they start dancing, and it's very cool. They're in love. That's very cool. No, it's slow motion. They're kind of like looking at it, and in their minds, they're smiling at each other. We see their POVs.
Yeah.
They're dancing well, and then we see the reality of it from other people, and they're just basically asleep on top of each other.
One head on Hal's shoulder, Hal's head on her shoulder,
but it's kind of
slumped over.
It's like that dance episode where Lois dance, where they think that they're dancing
It
well.
is. I mean, Hal's face looks delusional the whole time. He's almost cross-eyed. He's sweaty. I have to say, Brian's a bit better of a sick actor here. He looks a lot worse for wear. I mean, maybe it's impossible for Lois to look bad. I'd believe it. But also, it looks like they're both doing the fent lean on each other. It's horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It looks like they're on opioids. Anyway, they're basically slumped on each other, and then Hal goes, "Lois, I need to tell you something," and then he goes,
"Something I've always wanted to say to you.
I need to go to the hospital," and she's like, "Oh, I thought you'd never say so."
Yeah.
And then we cut to them in two beds in the hospital, holding hands, like the hospital beds, holding hands in the middle, and some nurse guy is reading the vows, and they're like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, Hal," she does say it like that.
Great.
And it's very
Your impressions
sweet.
have gotten very, very good.
Thanks.
Might have to put you on the circus like a little monkey.
So it's like this sweet, sweetness that holds it together, and it's very
really
sweet.
nice. They're just the sweetest to each other, and they just have such terrible, horrible children.
You are the Duran to my Duran.
Oh, Hal.
Very good storyline with them.
Very good.
One of the best Hal Lois storylines of the season for sure. And same with Lois or Dewey and Malcolm and Reese.
I mean, when you're with Glouberman and Orenstein, you don't really have to worry about the quality of these storylines.
No, you don't. In Francis's storyline, so Francis and Eric are kind of geeking out because Francis thought he saw Spangler. Eric's like, come on, don't say that. He still scares me. Whatever. He gave me nightmares. And then, lo and behold, Spangler's there, and he's all disheveled. He's in like a trucker hat. He looks like shit.
SpongeBob with the suds. Remember?
Sure, yeah.
Or SpongeBob drunk from the milkshakes in the movie.
Sure. One thing I really want to say, just to get away from what you're talking about, is that
Mr. Krabs.
Francis is, talking about military school or whatever. Like, Eric's like, don't bring that up. We left that life behind. We have a better life now.
Yeah, well, we left that hellhole.
Bullshit. You had a pool there. You had a TV. You had a bed that was nice. Now you live with Artie and Stinky Pete. It's like 10 degrees. I mean, your life
horrible.
is way
it's
worse.
Delusional. It's
way,
delusional.
way worse in Alaska. No question. You're not getting paid. You do bitch work all day.
It's all right.
Francis got married, so that's nice. But I mean, to say
Eric's
that
life,
Eric, what the fuck are you talking about, Eric?
I know. I think it's a false freedom that he thinks he has because he left somewhere that his parents told him he had to be.
Yeah.
Because of the drug charges.
Eric's talking out his fucking ass.
Okay.
But then,
I don't want to see it anymore.
Spangler
from you, Eric.
appears and he looks like shit, and we find out that there was, after Francis left, there was sort of a lawsuit against.
Well, Spangler said that because Francis, he never actually conquered Francis, as a bad student, he started being so horrible to all the other cadets because he saw Francis in them, blah, blah, blah. There was a lawsuit. And he has a great line. He's like, I can't even remember the fire.
Yeah.
He clearly was drinking a lot. I mean, he was always kind of an alcoholic.
It's like a whiplash situation almost, where it went to court, right? This kind of, except there was no question that if Spangler made Francis better or not. Well, maybe there is a question there that perhaps it was Spangler's iron fist that made
iron hands, really. Iron hooks
made Francis stand up for something and become a better man. But alas, Spangler was fired, and now and Francis is Spangler's fired, and he's depressed, and he's an alcoholic, and he's there to kill Francis, but he can't bring himself to it.
I saw the stupid, grinning face of the one person responsible for all of my suffering. Who? Die! 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 Die!
Sir, cut it out. Your hooks are cold.
I don't think he can't bring himself. I think he's
another
too weak.
visceral moment is when he puts the hooks up to Francis, and Francis is like, "Oh, stop it! Those are cold."
He kind of gets tickled, and he's like, "Sir, cut it out. Your hooks are cold."
Yeah, it's a good detail because Spangler would have just been outside. They'd probably be very cold.
That is a really good point. Yeah, he puts his hooks on him, and he doesn't even, I would go for the throat rip, but he kind of tries to choke him with the hooks. They're not really Sharpie hooks, I guess. They're more like little grabby hooks or something.
God knows how Spangler got to Alaska from Alabama.
Yeah, he says
no
he had,
hands
and no money,
one eye, no money, and drunk.
He says he did some dirty stuff.
Right.
It's very pathetic. It's awesome how they're not scared of him at all. Really, they're just like. I mean, the great thing is that Eric, as soon as he sees Spangler, drops a bunch of plates and just salutes. Eric is so whipped by Spangler. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's sad to see a brother like that.
If it means anything to you, sir, you taught me how to be a man.
I have no idea who you are.
He can't kill Francis. I think you're right that he probably also couldn't bring himself to kill Francis. It's like Batman and Joker,
Sure,
you know the vibes.
You've brought up Batman and Joker dynamic a lot in this podcast.
Wow, it's kind of a central theme of Malcolm in the Middle.
So Spangler's drunk. They try to get him a job, Eric and Francis, and it's this kind of great moment where they're kind of like his parents. They're waiting for him to come back. Spangler comes back looking nice, with a suit on, whatever. How was the first day? And he was fucked up at the job.
What does he even say?
Really
He's
sad.
like, they said I was, and he passes out. Yeah. And before they even get him that job, he's sleeping underneath the sink, and Eric was with him all night and taking care of him. And he says I think he's doing better. And I don't know what line prompts it, but he says, I have no idea who you are, Cadet Dudley.
Yeah.
It's
oh
brutal,
my God.
and Eric's come on.
And Spangler's so that girl cradled me last night. He thought Eric was a girl.
Yeah, he was
soft hands and boyish features of Eric Nenninger.
Yeah. Shout out. Francis just has this thought, like...
No, because Eric says something that like leads. He needs somebody to lead and punish. And
he needs somebody to be lording over and whatever and putting down. And Francis has this thought as if like he's done this before or he knows about the old folks home.
Why is he going to old folks?
I don't know. I thought it should have been him and Lavernia. Like,
I know Lavernia makes sense.
The thing he describes is just like what Lavernia does to him. So it's like putting them on a date would have been awesome.
I know. Honestly, missed opportunity to wrap up because we're getting at the end of Alaska storyline. It should have been the end of Alaska is Lavernia and Spangler hooking up and falling in love.
Yeah, literally hooking up. Hey.
Because
thank you guys so much.
Spangler's kind of a womanizer. You know, remember when those kisses on him with the robe? Like he likes, he enjoys his women.
Mother, we believe.
Right, kissing her.
Wasn't there something his mother's visiting and he got him like a robe and stuff?
No. That was another woman visiting, and the mother was some other conflict.
Okay.
You sick
You guys
pervert.
talk about it in the comments. I'm pretty sure I remember some mother loving.
No, that's Oedipus shit.
But yeah, to conclude that, they send Spangler to an old folks home or like an elder care facility where he's like teaching arts class and he's speaking down to them and being like, "You call that a collage?"
That was a good impression.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then telling all the other oldies to focus on this one lady. I mean, it's sad, but presumably the rest of his life is teaching being mean to old people in the dead of Alaska. So really depressing life there.
But he looked a lot better. He looked ship-top shape.
What does he know about fucking pottery? He's got
art?
no hands. How are you gonna?
Why? It wasn't pottery,
wasn't it?
It was collage. I just said.
Well, even so, you're gonna make a collage with no hands?
Dude, you need to chill.
I see some of the collages you make, and I guess I see it's possible.
All right, you need to chill with the ableism. Honestly,
I'm not ableist.
You can't make a collage. You can't drive.
I didn't say that.
You did say you can't. You're like, how the hell did he get to Alaska with no hands?
He didn't drive there. You're right. He can't drive.
You actually can drive.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you attach the hands to the
Yeah,
wheel?
you could have like different attachments. I'm sure. Not attach it to the wheel. That would be such a bad idea. Write in the comments if you have no hands.
Do some voice to text and let us know.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I have arthritis.
That's it. You have just lost pudding for the whole group. Feel free to thank Mrs. Mikitchuk after I leave.
So he gets a job, and that's the rest of his life, I suppose.
Yep.
No more Spangler.
We don't see anything else of him. We love him so much.
Jam-packed episode. One more thing I want to mention is that earlier in the episode, Reese and Malcolm talking about punishments. They're like, Reese is like, let's tell them now to ruin their date. Tell Lois and Hal. And Malcolm goes, let's wait. They might be drunk when they get back. That's an interesting thing of like, are they going to be rageful drunks? You know, really set them off. He'd rather tell them when they're drunk than ruin their date. First of all, wanting to ruin their date is just awful. But second of all, I mean, it's just awful.
Fucking pissed at them this episode.
But wanting them to be drunk, I mean, what's the implication there? That they're going to freak out?
I think that when people are drunk, they make more rash decisions like, oh, you don't get any TV for a year, you know, like that kind of thing. Or he wanted to see him throw hands.
Beat his ass. No,
I
stop
don't
it,
know.
Dad.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what the idea was there. I mean, I think they were just horrible this episode. I don't want to look at them for a little bit.
Yeah.
I might not watch the next episode with you.
That's all right. Episode will be better. Your face just went blank.
You mean that?
No, I don't mean that.
I don't.
Everybody in the fucking YouTube review, podcast review is always like, we love Willa.
Yeah.
What about me, assholes?
It's because I have a big old dog I'm threatening them with.
Dog? Oh, funny.
Like Dewey's dog.
Dewey dog.
Well, if I had that dog, I'd name him Bowser.
That's a great name
for him, right? What would you name him?
Pinky.
Okay.
All right, guys. Great episode. I mean, this was a great episode of the show.
So good.
And our podcast, too, but I mean the Malcolm in the Middle show.
Well, thank you.
Jam-packed. Kind of all the storylines had their heights. You know, Francis and Alaska's storylines just consistently fail to reach memorable status, I think, for me. The only reason it does sort of here is because Spangler's there.
Yeah.
But this is really a storyline where they just have conversations. I mean, nothing really happens.
Yeah, there's not too much for them to do.
only
I mean,
thing
bringing
that-
Piama in is good.
Yeah,
but-
that's good. The only, because like Francis going home with Piama, that was good. The only scene of action in this Francis storyline is when he's at the old folks' home, kind of.
In the storyline. Yeah,
the
yeah.
storyline.
They are
it's
having...
kind of the only time that it's like we're seeing and not telling a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, I think that they were kind of boxed in up there. And I mean, it's clear from what Alex Reed said, too, that there was like conflict about people not liking the Alaska storylines and the snow of it all.
Francis
It was
should have just-
thunderstorming this time. Did you notice that? No snow.
Yeah, Francis should have just been doing odd jobs. Like one episode, he's like testing clinical drugs for a company, and then the other one he's.
Well, why don't you go back 10 years and rewrite it, you dumb fuck?
10 years would be 10 years too late. 10 years would be 12 years too late.
Shit.
14.
Holy crap.
I go back 10 years. Fuck! That episode aired 14 years ago.
I studied time travel for years and I messed it up. I only got one shot. Would you go and see yourself as a kid and try and make him a better man?
That would make me cry. I was thinking about that. Hugging myself when I was younger if I had a time machine.
I told you I had a dream a few months ago where it was me at like 6 years old and I gave her a big hug.
Wow.
I was crying.
Powerful stuff.
And I took her and I wrung her neck. No, Jesus, no, I'm just
And
kidding.
then disappeared from history.
Yeah.
You disappeared?
I'm like,
Finally! As you're dissolving.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. So follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I should say.
Apple Music dropping a track soon. Willa BB A.
Alibaba. Olds. So Instagram, TikTok, we're at YouTube, right? Follow us. Oh, let's see what anybody said on the.
Yes, no, maybe pod. Oh yeah, we're trying to like post on Instagram beforehand about someone just wrote you a brick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to post on Instagram before we record and get some people's thoughts about the episode.
And this lucky fella, Chris Dupree, what is Dewey's favorite animal? Is what I was gonna say. Oh, that's a sort of question that they asked. Dewey's favorite animal.
I mean, based on this episode, dog. But then
maybe
you got the you got gerbil.
Maybe gerbil.
What's his favorite animal? I see Dewey like kind of liking a big predator, like a lion.
Yeah. Or like something like a gutter rat.
Jesus, have you no respect for the man?
Well, he likes or a fly. We like fly.
Fly.
That's my answer to Chris Dupree, a fly.
Okay, that's your answer. Dumbass answer. Dumbass. I think somebody, we had a requested photo.
I'll see it. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Tune in next week for Poker number 2. It's gonna be a fun episode.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be going on vacation tomorrow for a month. So
Ryan's
we're
gonna find himself
sending banked up episodes. Maybe 1 or 2 could be late. I could see us maybe missing a week, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Isn't that nice?
But
No,
we'll
we
see.
planned it out. We're
I know.
good.
I just don't want to edit in Italy, but we'll see. And I probably will. So thanks for that. No problem. Thanks for listening. And smell you later.
Smell you later, you big good stinks.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat? Life is unfair.